Hello and welcome to a special edition of the Short Vort live from Eretz Yisrael on double Parsha Behar Bechukosai. In Parshas Behar, Rashi in Perek Vav Pasuk Aleph tells us that while if you look at the Parsha, the different segments of the weekly portion, they may seem unrelated. But if you look closer, there is a connection, there is a sequence. Rashi says this based on the Gemara in Kedushin, Daf Kuf Chaf. So it talks first about Shvius, the Shemitah year, the sabbatical year, and we're commanded to let the land lie fallow, you don't make a profit off it. Now, if someone is so desirous of money that they violate the Shemitah, the Parsha is hinting to us that they'll get into trouble. First, they'll lose their money and have to sell their possessions, the metaltalin. If they don't get the message then they will have to sell their achuza, their ancestral properties, and then if it continues, it might even be they'll sell their houses. They might go into debt, and they might have to collect in ribbis, which will be a compound negative effect of poverty, and they'll have to be sold as a slave to another Jew, or even worse, if they really don't listen, they could be sold as a slave to a non-Jew who serves idols. So you want to follow the laws of Shvius. Now, moving into Parshas Bechukosai. So this is adapted from Rabbi David Kaplan on the Torah Anytime newsletter from 5785, and he talks about this guy named Reuven. He was the best salesman in the company, and the boss had a special deal that he needed to close this contract in a different city. So he went to Reuven and he said, Reuven, this is a mission for you. I'm going to send you to this other town for this important deal. No one can close it like you. And I'm going to give you a limousine, first class flight there, a 5-star hotel, a food budget, so that everything goes smoothly. So Reuven goes on the mission. He's enjoying the hotel and the limo and the flight, everything. And sure enough, he's rested and relaxed, and he closes the deal. When he comes back to the company, his home, to the headquarters, and it's payday, he sees his boss giving out the checks, and the boss doesn't give him his check. He goes, "Oh, boss, where's my check?" I'm expecting a bonus even. So the boss says, "Well, you had the limousine, you had the 5-star restaurants, and the first class in the airplane. That's it." So Reuven said, "I didn't work to get the limousine and the flight and the hotel. I worked for the paycheck." So he got his paycheck. So we are all like Reuven. We're here in this world, and Hashem has different things that we can enjoy, good food, a nice house, whatever it is. So, and that's a potential reward for us doing our mitzvos. And many commentators will ask, well, if you do a mitzvah, it's a spiritual thing, why is the reward? It says, Mechukosai telechu, and then you'll have different material things go well, including peace and wealth. And so why is the reward not spiritual? So the answer is that the reason these things, the fact that we have a nice house, that we have a job, that we can have time, it's meant to make us be able to do our service to Hashem better. That's not what we're working for. We're working for Olam Haba. But this will make it easier. If we have good parnasa and we can relax and learn more Torah, we should take advantage of it. I think if you look at these two parshas together, we'll see a contrast. In Behar, we started off with someone didn't do the mitzvah Shvius because they wanted money and they lost out on the money. Here, that in Bechukosai is telling us if in Bechukosai telechu, if you do the mitzvahs, then all these good physical things will happen and you'll have these benefits. So there's a little contrast. If you don't listen, you'll get bad, and if you listen, potential for great stuff. Thank you for listening. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a wonderful week, and Shabbat Shalom from Eretz Yisrael.